Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing my new Titan build that I've been trying to get myself to get finished, and I'm finally done with it after all the training. As you can see, I'm boxing right here. So this is the Real Steel Titan build, and we're going to get right into it. So this is a Crucible PvP build for my Titan, what I like to do, especially the fact now that Arc 3.0 is out and everybody's just running around meleeing and shotgunning and things like that. This is an anti-shotgun and an anti-melee build completely. So yeah, we're going to run a shotgun, but majority of the time we're going to be running around just slapping people with our melee. Alrighty, so without further ado, let's get into the build. First we're going to get into the subclass, then we're going to get into the exotics, and then the weapons and how everything works together. So first is our class ability. So we do not use barricades or rally barricades whatsoever. We use all thrusters. And the reason why, the thrusters allows you to evade. It allows you to basically get closer to your targets as fast as possible. Or if you're in the middle of an engagement and the person is about to snipe you, as you walk around the corner, you can use it to get out of that. Alright, so we use strafe lift. We don't use catapult or high lift. The reason why is because you will notice in my gameplay, once we get started, we do not run everywhere. We basically, what I call my version of D2, skating. So we skate across the map in seconds. So we get across the map really quickly. We slightly levitate above ground and we just float to our destination and get it over with. We're using ballistic slam. The whole point is this: to after sprinting and airborne, you basically slam down on the top of targets and you do damage. The enemies normally will go for the melee, and I'm going to basically explain how this works with the other things that I'm running. I'm running flashbang currently right now. You could run the flux grenades because they attach and one hit detonate. So you could run that if you want to. I was running that for a little bit. I decided to put on flashbang because it has a less time of a cooldown. And yeah, that's basically it. I might run flux again, debating on how I feel about it. But you can also run the Stormnade, but I'm not running the aspect to allow the Stormnade to do what it does. Alright, let's get to our aspects. So first we're running Knockout. Knockout is by far 10 times better than it was before Arc 3.0. The reason why I'm saying that now is because when you critically wound the target or break their shields, it automatically gives you melee damage. And when it does, right, it's kind of similar to how Synthoceps, it gives you that Synthocept lunge. So when you go to melee, you have more range and you have more damage. And sometimes somebody go to melee you and you already proc knockout on them. You go to melee, you one hit melee them and kill them. And that's it. And you just keep it pushing from there. The other aspect we're using is Juggernaut. While your class ability is full of energy, after a short period of time, you gain a frontal shield. And the frontal shield blocks incoming damage, and when you're amplified, the shield takes a lot more damage. Let's go back to Knockout real quick. So when you defeat a target, any kind of target, with a melee attack, it gives you health regeneration and also amplify you. So we're going to be amplified every time we get a melee kill. And with these two together, they work so well together because as soon as you become amplified, your Juggernaut shield is 10 times stronger. And you only get the Juggernaut shield if we have our thruster. If we use our thruster, we do not have our Juggernaut shield. Alright, our fragments. We're using Spark of Resistance, Spark of Focus, and Spark of Recharge. You could swap out, up to you, you could swap out Spark of Focus if you really want to for, I believe, Spark of Feedback. If I'm not, yeah, right there, Spark of Feedback. Taking melee damage briefly increases your outgoing melee damage. So if somebody punches you, it increases your damage going back out towards them. I use this a little tiny bit, but I like the fact that with me sprinting and running, I get the Spark Focus on, and I always have a thruster. So it decreases my cooldown, so I can get my thrusters back extremely quick just from me moving. This is while you're critically wounded, your melee and your grenade energy regenerates back faster. So this is something that the Hunter had for a long period of time, and I think the Warlock had it. Actually, yeah, I think the Warlock had this. And you got your grenade and your melees back fast. So now all three characters have this as a fragment. And this is by far amazing. And the same thing with this. This was a hunter ability, and they put it across the board for everybody. And that's basically it. This is going to allow us to get a lot of kills, especially when we're surrounded, because people are going to try to go for the melee if they don't have shotgun, especially if there's a sniper. The sniper is always going to try to go for the melee or some kind of like ability, like a grenade or something like that, to try to kill you. So what this is, it allows you to stay alive if you're surrounded by 2 or more targets. So you basically are good with this. You basically can stay alive from 2 melee hits on top of the feedbacks that we're wearing. Alright, so the shotgun we're using is a Wastelander. It has perpetual and opening with a stability masterwork and light mag for the range and reload speed. Perpetual, basically when you move, you got bonus stability, handling, and reload speed. While in motion, opening shot gives you accuracy and range on the opening shot. Our 3 weapons that we're going to be rotating from, to or from, depending on the map and depending on what's going on in the map, because I like to switch out my loadout sometimes on the fly. So the first one is this Crystora Mello, and this is a heavy impact frame auto. If nobody realized this so far, the heavy autos got buffed. They fixed the stability on them, so this auto now feels amazing. Like, you can outgun a lot of guns with this auto rifle. And the fact that it has Encore and multi-kill clip makes it 10 times better. You get a kill, headshot, basically off Encore, you basically get range. You get a body kill, you basically get stability. So we already have the 50 stability, it just adds on to the stability. We have 78 range, and it adds on to that range. Our rocket, we're using the Truth Rocket, self-explanatory. This rocket has tracking rockets that locks onto targets, but it also has grenades and horseshoes. So if it's close enough to its target, it will detonate prematurely next to the target. Okay, now let's go into our armor. So as you can see, before I go deep into the armor, we're spec'd into intellect, resilience, mobility, and some discipline, with a little bit of melee, which is crazy because you would think that I have more melee, but with this build we do not need to have more than 5 melee, because we want to get our melees back really quickly on based on how many times we get a kill with it, things like that. Other than that, now let's get back into the armor. So on the helmet, I'm running targeting shotgun and auto. Gauntlets, we're running anti-barrier auto, so we can break other Titans' barricades really quickly. We're using melee Kickstarter. Basically, whenever you use your melee and it's fully gone, you basically gain melee energy back from using it. Our chest piece, we're running unflinching auto and unflinching shotgun. That way it helps with flinch. On our legs, we're just using powerful friends and an intellect mod. And we actually can do that. I'll just put that on. And the last one. So, this is very crucial for this build. So, as you can see, we don't have that much intellect, which we probably could spec into a melee and bring it up to 60, which I'm changing it right now. This is going to bring it up to 60. So, we have 2 outreach mods on it. So, when you use your class ability, alright, it reduces your melee. So, I have 2 of them on. So when I use my thruster, I get my melee back. Not instantly, but a good amount of time, I get it back. And then we're using Radiant Light. Casting your super basically makes your allies become charged for flight. And it gives you plus 20 strength. And I think that's just about it. Because I don't think, yeah. And I'm using a powerful friends mod, as you saw, which gives us plus 20 mobility, so we are slightly fast. We're not too quick, we're not too slow. Alright, so let's get ourselves into a match and let's start boxing. So I think I'm going to go into a rumble game. That way I can show you more hands-on into 1v1s versus running into 6s. And 6s, they're good. You can get good games, you can get bad games and things like that. But this I like because you run into singles and you get to run and play exactly how the way you want to play. You don't have to worry about the team shots. Maybe it's a couple of them here and there. If you're in the middle of a fight, somebody happen to run into you. And if you guys have not seen on what's going around on Twitter right now, in honor of a guardian losing their little light, which I call like their kids' little light, they basically everybody in the community wears gold. So in honor of that, I'm wearing gold. And if you want to join this movement within the community, the name of the shader is Gold Leaf. It's a Iron Banner one, so you should have it. Okay, Wormhaven. Okay, we got some newbies in here too. We got a newbie right there. Alright, yeah, a newbie right here. Alright, this should be interesting. He has a masterwork weapon. I think it's 5 of us in here. Alright. This man's AFK. And all we're doing, as you saw, he punched me and insta-died. So, like, long somebody punches you, you're basically going to have that exotic going off. So it's time to get payback on Dusk. If I can find him, he's up here. Throw a flashbang. And as you see, he punched me. My feedbacks literally just killed him. And the fun thing about feedbacks is, if you get melee kills, it gives you like a buff to your feedback. Ooh, he got that head glitch shot. Yeah, he's the sweaty one of the group. That guy's still AFK, so I'm not even going to kill him. Oh, he jumped down. Alright, we got this guy down. Got that guy. And this one is that Dusk guy, yep. Nice one, Elite. Elite took him down. And this one... Nope. Use the thrusters. Oh, he got me right there. But so far, yeah, I have been really enjoying the Titan again, especially the Arc Titan. Alright, get this guy out of here. So as you can see, I got Fury Conductor. So let's say somebody happens to melee me. While I have that, it does more damage. And the more Fury Conductor you have, the more damage output it has. We're gonna take this guy with us. Oh wow, he shot me through blindness. Chaperone. I forgot he had that on. I should have elevated it when he came flying at me. Well, we'll get him. He's on a 10 streak too, so we have to knock him off it. Shit, somebody hit me right from behind over here. Damn. Forget my French. Somebody shot me from behind. And we got him. I just want to knock him off his streak I never let people stay on streaks, especially if I'm in the lobby and I'm against them. My whole goal is to keep you off that streak. Make it hard as possible for you. Get this guy out of here. Dusk. Where do you think you're going, sir? And he dodged it. How the hell did he dodge it? Big Buddy ran. And as you can see, like, anybody that melees me basically is going to have a hell of a time meleeing me. Like, he punched me and went with me. So it's like, long as I get the punch in as they hit me, it's basically over. Because soon they hit me, it's basically done. So yeah, that's basically it. That's basically the build. You saw it in action. If you want, actually, we're gonna let's run one more. We're gonna run 1 and 6s now, just so I can show you how well it runs in 6s as well. It runs pretty decent in 6s from what I was been using it. And if you go look at my TikTok, if you notice my TikTok, a lot of my TikToks that I have done recently with my Titan is with feedback fence on. So, like, I've been running around for feedback for, like, over a week now. Maybe 2. Yeah, about 2. Monday will make 2 weeks of me running around with feedbacks. Like, because I am a Synthocept main, but when it comes down to, like, I've noticed a lot more people are meleeing, and with Arc 3.0, a lot of melees are actually very devastating. So I figured, you know what? I had this sitting in my vault because I actually wanted this to be decent again, or at least be able to be played with. Now it's actually really good because you get the melee lunge right after you break somebody's shields. The moment you get that melee lunge, you're literally just flying in with, like, if you have Sentinels on, swinging. And it's amazing. Alright. Alright, here we go. Crucible match going. Let's do this. So with this heavy auto, you want to make sure you aim at least for the chest or the head. That way you can try to get as much damage out of it as possible and play off people aiming at your head, which you probably saw a couple of times when I was in the Rumble. The people that was aiming at my head, I literally crouched at the last second, so while they're still aiming at my head, they end up missing all the rest of their shots. Like this guy. This guy's gonna get it. Go up here. You want to throw that there. And he took off. So I'm just going to cap the zone real quick. So how are you guys enjoying Crucible so far? It's actually pretty good lately. And I feel like it's only going to get, like, stale the longer the season goes. So the more the season goes, the more stale it gets. Because you remember, like, the less people are playing right now, more people is focusing on raids and stuff. Alright, here's the perfect opportunity right here. Got that guy. That guy's down. Let's go back here. There should be one more guy over here unless Flick Cuba got him. Alright. Gonna reload. Oh, where's this guy at? Oh, alright. My feedback's kept me alive. Alright. I didn't even see where he went. I was too busy looking down sights. We have to go back this way because now they're capping Zone C. What we want to do is get this nade right here. Get that flashbang. And as you see how the way I play with the flashbangs, I make sure they bounce. Kind of similar to what they did do on COD. They bounce them off walls and stuff. That guy's down. So we're going to turn back around. This guy was shooting at me from behind. There's another person over here. Alright, let's get this guy first. Oh, it's two of them. I don't think Flint Cuba was having a good time. They left. They was doing pretty decent too from what I saw. Oh, they disconnected probably then. And as you can see, I'm getting back my my melee energy. And I'm getting, with focus breathing, I'm getting back my my class ability. So like I said before, you bounce it. And that guy over there is blind. I didn't get them all. I should have thrown it a little bit more. Or bounce it off the wall instead of just peeking. So we're going to do this. Yeah, Frank Cuba was trying to leave the lobby. Came back and was just not having it. Alright, we're going to take this guy off this. Oh, alright. His auto outdone me. He had more headshots than I did. Okay, that guy managed to shotgun through me hitting him already. Alright, I'm trying to get them grouped together so I can drop the super. I always try to aim my super from multiple people. I never try to aim it for one person. Because you're basically throwing your ultimate move and you don't want to waste it on one target. Unless you have to. Like, if you're doing trials and there's like multiple supers on the team and you're trying to at least get one down so you don't have to worry about it, then I understand that. There's two. Got them both right there. Oh! I almost had him. That Chroma Rush is really good. He must have got the role that what's his darn name? Zura's selling. Alright, we gotta get this zone back because they're catching up. Oh my god, this guy popped. He popped the well as I hit him. So he survived because of that. You really do hate to see it though. Alright, this time instead of peeking, we're just going to bounce it off the wall. Oh, that was a super. Okay. Alright, I got to play a little more strategic. I can't just push every point where I think I want to kill. There's a guy right around this corner here. Oh, he has that helmet on. Let's pull back for a split second, try to get our health. Oh, he moved. He ran. Let's run in a circle here. Alright, I'm going to do something risky. That guy's down. And as you can see, I have knockout proc too. It's only for a couple of seconds, but I do have it procced. Throw this here. Alright, let's cap this zone. That guy's down. Oh! Whew! He backed off. Is they pushing? Alright, we have to go to zone B because they're trying to take it. Do this. Okay, he managed to get the melee off as I was trying to melee him. Nice play. He backed up. Alright, we're going to go over here and try to grab this heavy. Pull that. And what we're going to do is get this guy or whatever people that's on that zone off it. Woo! Let's get out of that spot. That was a bad spot too. The other one stepped off the moment they saw me coming on the radar. Alrighty, let's go over here. Let's drop this here, because somebody's at the bottom of the stairs. Oh, okay. He did not want to die, that guy. That guy did not want to die. He popped the whole super. He used that melee to get close to landfall. He put everything he had into that one. Woo! As you see, I'm a little reckless too. On my Titan, I never sit back. I'm always in your face, just going. Unless it's like trials. Sometimes I will push you, and then there's times where I won't. Alright, there's two of them there. I got that one. I wasn't trying to hit that wall. Yeah, but that's basically it. Alright, if you guys like the build, comment down below, like, subscribe, and tell me what you think. And I know it ain't no super high quality me just running around just crapping on people. That's not the point of the build. The build is to have fun and everybody enjoys themselves. Basically an anti-meta build. That's what this is. So you guys have yourselves a good one, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.